Recently, I had by far the scariest experience I've ever had facilitating breathwork. It's been 5 years of doing this or so, and I had to do CPR on someone. I had to give them mouth-to-mouth resuscitation and basically bring them back from not breathing and very minimal pulse, which is fucking scary. He was fully blue, his face was grey, his eyes are rolling back. His body had gone into a state of tetany, which is when your carbon dioxide is out of balance. And so what had happened is we've been doing breathwork style, we've been doing a 2-stage breath in the mouth, out the mouth, and breath holds in between. So 11-minute rounds, out breath hold in between. And during that out breath, he passed out, which doesn't usually happen. He blacked out. I circled around the group when I restarted the 3rd round, and I noticed that he was basically locked in his body and not moving. I tried to sit him up first to see what was going on. I checked, I couldn't hear his breathing. Went to sit him on his side to see if that would help. Nothing was going on. I felt his chest. There was basically minimal pulse, and his lungs were completely collapsed, and he was going bluer by the second. So I ended up doing mouth to mouth. The first 2 breaths did nothing, basically. He's a big guy, a strong dude, and so I did a 3rd breath and his lungs inflated. I did a big breath, his lungs inflated, and then I did a 4th breath and he started moving again. He was probably unconscious for about 3 to 5 minutes, which is insane. This is just a note for people out there that this can happen. I am so glad that I've done first aid courses, many of them over my years, and have the patience and the capacity to sit and basically just drop in and then diagnose what was going on, and to be able to do this and support him to come back. But also there are some things to note. He was fasted, he'd been away for a month, so he was jet lagged. He'd had black coffee and a nicotine pouch leading up to the breath work, so his body was already under a lot of stress. So for future breathwork journeys, it's really important to really gauge people's energy levels and see where they're at, and if they are really tired and exhausted, just to encourage them to not push as hard, because he typically likes to push really hard, this guy. And yeah, it basically put him into the state where his body got completely locked out. He went into tetany, he was going fully hypoxic, fully blue, his lips are blue. He probably would have died if I hadn't have done mouth to mouth. So yeah, scary experience, but just a note for the future and for any facilitators out there that this can happen. So just be aware and make sure that your participants are in a state where they are capable to do the breath work.